because a lot of times we do a lot of stuff from the Breaking News Center. Here, let's get that sidebar out of your way. Here we go. What an awesome first visit to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. What an incredible place. So let's take a look. This was there. What happened to my videos? Well, as long as we're at it, the grizzly bear exhibit was awesome. Now, it's part of the Rocky Mountain exhibit, which they had posted, has won awards all around the country for that specific exhibit. And indeed, between the bears and the wolves and the mountain lions and the bald eagle and so much of that sort of western frontier wildlife, it was astonishing. And here's a good look at the grizzly bear from yesterday. And when you go there, you're able to sort of go under the habitats in a lot of places. One of the really cool features of the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is that I think we can go full screen here. That's not going to help us much. They have, a lot of the places sort of carved out viewing areas kind of under the habitat. And so this bear was literally no more than 10, 15 feet away, looking like he's posing for the picture. What's up, big guy? Look at those claws. It's interesting, like the bear's teeth are mostly flat because they do eat a lot of, plants, and they're sort of omnivorous, I guess, plants and meat. So a lot of, the teeth aren't that sharp. They're more sort of ground down and for grinding, but you get a look at those claws on the paw, and my goodness, these are just massive animals. Grizzly bear, that was what was cool about being so close, is you could really appreciate the scale and the size of the grizzly bear. Here's a look at the African lions. Look like they're sitting right on top of Pride Rock. 3 lions right there, again, just staring right in, and they were so close. It's just amazing. And so that habitat is actually up on the rock, and you say, well, where's the rest of the habitat? All down below there. So they climb up to the rock, and then later on, as we came back around, we saw them leave the rock, bound down the cliffs, and then run across the habitat. And the 2 lionesses kind of like were play fighting with each other. It was so cool. But this is a look at the lions on top of the rock and the giraffes. And again, if you haven't been, you get an idea of the giraffe. They kind of saved the giraffes for last because it's really ingenious. They elevate the people. Giraffes are kind of tall. I don't know if you had that idea, but the giraffes are kind of down below you, and so you can kind of walk around the perimeter of the habitat, and literally, as you see in that photo, their heads are even with you. And actually got to pet a couple of these giraffes. You can feed the giraffes. Don't bring your own lettuce. Don't bring, you can't bring, granola bars like from your house to feed the giraffes. They provide you at the zoo with lettuce to feed the giraffes. And it's really quite an experience to see how close they are. Did have some videos. I can trust you guys. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to go to my personal page to see those videos, but I really do want to share them. So there's a good look, an up-close look at just how close these giraffes get. Look at that, it's amazing. And yeah, you can reach out and touch them. It was a first for me, got to pet a giraffe. They're friendly, but I'd be friendly too if everyone was just showing up to feed me. And we get a video look. How about the snow leopard? Also super cool. And again, another thing to know about the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is a lot of these animals are rescue animals and endangered animals, given sort of habitat and respite and relief at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Snow leopard is one of those creatures. So that was my Sunday. I hope it was hope that was a cool look for you guys. It was super exciting for me. I just love zoos, and if you have not been to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, I can vouch it was as advertised. There's a lot of Cheyenne Mountain Zoo lovers here in the newsroom, and I can see why. It is really, really cool, unique, and again, I would just say I've never been to a zoo where the animals were so active and right on top of you. The elephant, for example, was, feeding in a place, literally felt like it could have reached out and touched his trunk, was so close to you, and was lifting stuff up with his trunk at the time, and super cool. So, some of you may be laughing at how excited I get about the zoos, but it was a really cool experience, and encourage you to go check it out. We'll take a break. We'll check back in on Bailey. See if that calf's come out yet. Here, fat bears and big pumpkins. I know that put a smile on your face. And has there been more unexpected, good news on a Monday morning? Again, people talk about good news Friday. How about let's put you in a good mood to start the week? By Friday, that's all the good news you need. It's Friday. I like this. Good news on a Monday, and more good news and something we're really proud of here at Channel 11. Our 11 News reporter, Megan Heiler, stepped up in a big way to save a kid in desperate need. Megan found out she was a match for bone marrow donation, and she stepped up to the plate in every way, and she's been recovering the last few days from that. Let's take a look. But again, so proud, and more good news about good things happening across Colorado Springs and elsewhere. Let's take a look, and again, we're just super proud of Megan.
Yeah. They just sent the video thing about the giraffe. Giraffes are pregnant for 15 months.
We all know Megan for different reasons. To some, she's 11 News reporter Megan.
And they were pretty lax about it yesterday. Naturally, I got there late, but it was no problem going in. But you do need to get your tickets online. I think they were $24 just for a regular person such as myself. Now you can get, memberships. They obviously have military discounts, but honestly, for less than $25, it was a day well worth. We spent about 3 hours, I think, at the zoo. Got there about 1 and didn't leave until about 4. Did get to pet the giraffes yesterday, which was really cool. And again, this is a live look at Bailey, 8-year-old giraffe. She was rescued from. Okay, we got to go back. Sorry to go off. We just learned that maybe the baby was born, and there it is. Oh, we missed it. Dang it. We're looking at it live. Tony Keith was hollering in the newsroom and saying they got a notification that the baby had been born, and there you see it. Hooray. Bailey, the giraffe calf, is here. Now, Bailey is the mother, 8 years old, and what a sight. Miracles of Mother Nature. Bailey checking out her young one. And I'm loving the comments right now on the right. Normally we don't show the comments in real time, but everybody's so excited about this, and it is exciting. And you can see the baby moving. Everybody's congratulating Bailey. that's a look from our Cheyenne Mountain Cam, and you can see a bit of the smoke still in the sky. It has cleared a little bit. We're seeing more blue now in that view than we saw this morning. But the smoke expected to stay here until tomorrow morning, and is really something to pay attention to, especially if you have respiratory sensitivity. I was talking with Sydney Jackson this morning, our 11 News meteorologist. We could both feel it, you know, in the air when we walked out. Phil Collins refrain there.
Well, I think we're going to record it late night. Yeah, so we can include Thursday night stuff.
But that'll look from our Cheyenne Mountain Cam.
Justin's been off this week.
We look at I-25 here in Colorado Springs. Encourage everybody to drive safe.
Oh, great. So we don't That'll be easy enough.
And what we're about to see here, I think, is a good view of just how prevalent and present this smoke is right now. This from our downtown
And with the game, that'll be
station location here at the end of Colorado Avenue, KKTV channel 11, and looking out, you can see how you can barely see an outline of the mountains. Normally, that is a picture-perfect, picturesque, and
Okay, so
really, I was going to say high resolution. It often looks like a photo with the mountains behind the buildings, but pretty hazy out there today. And again, where is the smoke coming from? It's from the wildfires up north, the Cameron Peak fire specifically. There are no fires actively burning around here, but it was a shift in the wind, a major front shift that has brought the smoke from up there. And appreciate you guys sending these in. So we'll continue to look at your fall foliage picks throughout the day, but that's really good stuff, Nick. Thanks a lot. Having fun here in the Channel 11 newsroom. We're in a good mood today. Another great photo from Nicholas Sheriff. Wow, absolutely beautiful. Now, Nick, don't be putting filters on this thing now. We want the actual photos. This from Amy Pancake Rocks. Wow. Amazing photo here of your fall foliage. You could just look at these all day. This is from Jenny, Cripple Creek, Colorado. Getting a lot of Cripple Creek